While redoing my office has been totally fun, the mess that I have just shoved into these cupboards has been absolutely insane, and I needed to handle it. So although this isn't necessarily like a DIY project, I wanted to share my tips and tricks to how I made this a little bit more streamlined for our entire household versus just my office, since this cupboard is in our main hallway upstairs. First things first, I needed to get rid of all the tiny supplies that was just exploded everywhere in all the cupboards, so I bought these little drawer organizers from my local dollar store. I then gathered up all the materials that I don't directly use, like the ones that I do not need directly on my desk and I can afford to just kind of store away into the shelves. We have a mini human in the household, and anytime that she wants a snack that she can get for herself, she doesn't want to because she gets scared going downstairs. So I figured I'd make a snack section. So I added some of her favorite snacks and Paul and I's, because Paul and I always get into like little sassy disagreements about who's gonna get what late night snack because we're too tired to go downstairs. Now you're probably thinking, why would I need this? But it's just for convenience. I found this as an essential to our house. I grabbed a shower caddy from my dollar store, some Lysol wipes, some of my workshop washcloths that I don't care about getting dirty, a little broom that I grabbed from my dollar store, and the Myers cleaning solution that I like using in my home. Between having a dog and a mini human, this is essential for emergency cleanups. Now it's time to organize. So this is what it looked like before. It was a total mess. No one could find anything if we needed it. I first started by adding all of the excess supplies that I don't need directly on my desk, which was like my hole puncher, my stapler, all these crazy markers that I don't really use but I want to have just nearby. For my next shelf, I just went ahead and put all my camera equipment that I use, and it actually stays all together in this in-case camera shoulder bag, which I love. For random papers that I don't want to actually put away into like a filing system, I found this guy at my Goodwill for $2. This is just the random items that I have that I want easy access to, but for more heavy-duty information, I create binders, so I created a home master binder since we own a home. I broke this down into 3 easy tabs, the first being the previous owner's tabs with any information that they thought was important. The second tab is any purchase or repair invoice that we have for our home. And the third is a handy-dandy manual tab. There you can find everything for anything in our house that needs any kind of direction. And this beats the box that the owners handed us with a ton of paperwork that was unorganized. I am a huge list girl, so I grabbed these little clips that are actually super strong from the dollar store, and I already had the clipboard and notepad, and I just hung those up on each side of the doors on the upper cupboards. The lower shelving I really made, instead of office organization, I made it more of a convenient shelf for us all. So I added some blankets, obviously toilet paper and paper towels for the cleanup if needed. This is where I also added my cleaning caddy. This video is not sponsored by LifeWater, but I am a paid LifeWater influencer, so I get shipped a ton of water. And we always argue about running downstairs, who's going to get us water, who's going to go grab the bottles from the garage or the pantry. So I just decided to make a little hydration station upstairs to make it easier for all of us. I then swooped some unsightly office supplies right behind those bottles. I also added my snack containers right next to that. We went from looking like this to this, and this is way better because now Paul and I won't get into little disagreements about who's going to get what snack or water. For my office cabinet, we went from this to this. During this entire process, I did realize how important it was to theme each shelf. And that's not just going to help me be efficient knowing where everything is, but when Paul or Heaven asks me where something is, I can say top left, second shelf for this and that, because they can't find things normally. I know this video is a little bit different, but I did want to share it since it is something that I'm actually implementing in my life. I will see you guys on Friday for another video.